Mark, glad to have you. This is Mark Parsons talking from Bread for Beggars,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your ministry context, what you're working on right now?
Yeah, so I'm a pastor of school and family ministry at Faith Lutheran in Fond du Lac.
Okay.
That keeps me very, very busy. We're a growing congregation. Our school has about 250 students, so really focused on figuring out ways to serve the whole family rather than just the students in our school.
Sure.
And on the side, I have a hobby ministry, which is the Bread for Beggars online multimedia ministry.
Excellent. Yeah, and you guys are doing Bread for Beggars. You've got a conference coming up, right?
We do, yeah, and we're calling it a festival.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it is. It's going to be a conference, but we want to have a lot of fun there.
Yeah,
so there's food and music throughout the weekend. It's June 11 through 13 in Fond du Lac, and everybody from all over Wisconsin, really all over the country, is invited to come to it.
Very cool. And you're here presenting today.
Correct.
Right? Kind of share with our audience your one big key takeaway, your big idea that you want people to take away with today.
Yeah, so I was asked to talk about the topic of rest, which I find to be very funny because that's something that I personally don't know how to do well. And maybe that's why they asked me, because it's been a really...
stretch the horizons a little bit.
A little bit. And so I think that the biggest takeaway for me in all of my study is that even though we as confessional Lutherans don't believe in being saved by our works, often the way that we live says otherwise. That every single day we wake up and we put in way more hours than we need to for our jobs. Even as a pastor, I have to admit that I do that. And there's a part of me that wakes up each day and asks the question, why? Why am I doing this? Is it because I'm just being faithful in my job? Or am I doing this because somehow I think I'm saving myself? And I think that's a hard place to get, because as a pastor I want to say, no, I only work hard to be a faithful servant. But then I have to be honest to my congregation and myself and say, no, sometimes I do this for the glory and the praise, and each day I want to be better than the day before. So trying to help people find rest in the place where it belongs, in the forgiveness and the finished work of Christ, rather than in our own work, is really the idea today.
That's awesome. And I know I've been hearing a lot, it seems like kind of in the Christian sphere, of Sabbath and rest and prioritizing not burning out, and that seems like a really key idea right now. So I'm glad you're talking about that.
Yeah, and I think even though the Old Testament Sabbath commands as they were given by God are no longer binding, a lot of the principles that were in place, the reasons why God established them, those are still as important for us today as they were thousands of years ago.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks, Mark. Thanks for
you're
stopping by.
welcome.
If people wanted to check out your stuff, what you're working on, where would they find you?
Yeah, so find us at breadforbeggars.com. We're on social media. Find us at Bread for Beggars at all those places as well.
Excellent.
Thank you
Mark.
much. Yeah.
Appreciate it.